everybody. I'm Dave Morris. It's Thursday, June 27th, and coming up in today's edition of The Play, the U.S. Supreme Court takes action in another Oklahoma case, and the company's creating hundreds of jobs in the state. But first, we're learning more about the upcoming school year for some students in the Moore School District. Here with more on these stories and headlines that you'll find in Friday's editions of the Oklahoman, local editor Rick Green, and our energy editor, Adam Wilmoth. Guys, thanks so much for your time today. I appreciate it. Rick, we'll start with you. New locations for some more elementary school students.
Yes, this coming year, the students at Briarwood and Plaza Towers will be at new schools, actually existing schools in the district, where they will be taking classes on a temporary basis. And then next school year, they'll be back in their original locations with brand new schools built a little better this time, in a sense, because they'll have safe rooms to protect in case another tornado should come through.
So both for Plaza Towers and Briarwood, they plan to rebuild in the same locations.
Right.
So in the meantime, these students will be assimilated into different schools.
Existing schools in the district.
Some new friends for these kids, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, one other story for you. On Thursday, the nation's high court intervened in an Oklahoma abortion case. Our man in Washington, Chris Castile, is working on this story. What can you tell us?
This was a law approved in Oklahoma that banned off-label uses of RU-486, an abortion-inducing drug. And the Oklahoma Supreme Court threw out that law with not too much comment. So the Attorney General in Oklahoma appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court and said they should not be allowed to throw out this law without explaining better why. The U.S. Supreme Court sided with that argument and has now intervened in the case and asked the Oklahoma Supreme Court for an analysis of why they did what they did.
That's a very good recap of a very complicated story. I spoke with our Chris Castile earlier today from Washington via Skype, and you can watch that complete interview online at newsok.com. All right, Adam, we'll turn to you. Today, Hobby Lobby won an appellate court decision. What can you tell us?
That's right. The appellate court basically said that Hobby Lobby does have the right to sue, trying to be exempted from the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare. They have asked to be exempted from paying for some emergency contraceptives, and the appellate court said that the lower court sent it back to the lower court and said that the lower court needs to consider their argument, even though they are a for-profit company.
A win for Hobby Lobby today, and they're not the only company, I understand.
That's right. There's about 60 other companies that have filed similar actions.
All right, one other story that we're working on from the business desk, more jobs coming to Oklahoma.
That's right. There are 6 companies that today have announced that they will receive quality jobs benefits. They are providing about 1,200 jobs over the next few years. And of those 6 companies, 4 of them are in oil and gas related industries, and 2 of them are in aerospace.
And I believe we had a story earlier today about AT&T announcing some positions, 100 management positions.
That's right. It's 100 management positions at the call center here in Oklahoma City.
All right, Adam, Rick, appreciate your time today. Appreciate the information. Some interesting stories coming up in the Oklahoman. And you can find them in Friday's editions, and of course you can find them online at newsok.com as well. Have a great evening, everybody.